In a previous update, we attempted some things to make Weld behave a little bit smarter when it came to its behavior with bevel. So here I am using bevel. The bevels ran all the way to the point of meeting, and I have a bunch of segments in it, and if we press spacebar, we see it behaves as intended. We do the same thing again, we bevel it all the way to the meeting point, but this time if we add solidify and we press spacebar, we see that things did not work out. And I could tell it didn't work out because I could see the inside of the mesh. But if we were to just keep working, we would just continue to cut holes in our mesh. So let's use Everscroll to bring this back, and let's look at what happened. So what happened is that bevel had its weld removed, which caused solidify to create a non-manifold mesh. So if we just add a weld, you can see that even without it in the correct order, the shape then became solid. And by toggling it off and on, we could see how important a weld is to getting this particular maneuver to behave as intended. And to show that again, if we just bring in the shape and we bevel it all the way to the point of junction and we click, it behaves right. But if we bring in a bevel and we bring it to the point of junction, but we add solidify, it does not behave correct. And this is something that, is just unacceptable. We want our cuts to work in as many cases as possible, and there shouldn't be any cases or loopholes where cuts fail because they'll cause manifold issues, which increase user frustration, thus causing me emails, and that's never a good day for anyone. So what we want to do is actually mitigate that particular issue. So for now, in this particular version of Boxcutter 718.5, we actually have that aspect of Boxcutter disabled. So let's just turn off grid and go back to general box, and we press bevel. We bevel to the point of meeting, we press spacebar. So far so good. Let's bevel to the point of meeting, tab, press T, spacebar, everything's fine. We do that again, bevel to the point of meeting, press T, spacebar, it's fine. And I don't even have to check the modifiers on this to ensure that they're fine, because I just know that they are going to be fine in this particular example, because like most examples that I go through, I test them 1,000 times just to make sure that these bugs are truly gone, because nothing's worse than expressing that a bug has been removed to only see that that bug rears its ugly head once again, causing us to have to reopen a support ticket for an issue that was supposed to have already been solved. So here we are bringing in our shape, pressing T, spacebar, and everything's fine. This shape is completely manifold, and if we were to shift click Everscroll to go into modifier scroll, we could press shift spacebar and just let all these play back, roll down the time so the interval is even shorter, and we see that everything is behaving as intended.